right, cool. All right, what's up? My name is Matt Twine, and this is my wife Melanie, and we represent Ministry Minded Media, and we are.
Intertwined.
That's
Did
right.
you like that?
Yeah, that was hot.
We are Christian hip hop artists and ministers. We are all about doing street ministry. We are currently working on our first together project. It's called Therapy Sessions. You want to talk about it?
All right, so therapy sessions pretty much is a different outlook on married life, and more so as far as Christian, marriages are concerned. The world or even us sometimes we paint this picture like since we're both chasing after God and we're living this type of way that when we come together in marriage it's just gonna be angels and heavenly songs the whole time. And unfortunately, even though there are marriages out there that go that way, a lot of us we're not that fortunate, and we all come with our own baggage, and different personalities, and learning how to come together as one flesh, as the word says. It's a struggle sometimes. Sometimes personalities that were good in the dating and even the engagement phase, like once you get to actually living together and being together, you come to find out that y'all a lot more different
Yeah, there's a lot
than
of
what you
head
thought.
bumping.
You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Like just because you and your spouse, may not see eye to eye or may do things a little bit differently, it doesn't mean that God really didn't call or order y'all to be together. It's more or less y'all been blessed with the opportunity to express and embody and show the love of Christ in a whole lot more areas than some other people might be blessed to show it in.
But the album is much more than that as well. It's also is starting with the friendship and like courting phase and then going into the engagement phase and then to the marriage phase, because there's different levels to the relationship and even yourself along the way, along the journey from meeting and being friends to marriage. And as Christians, we just believe that dating is really not really it's not really a thing. Like you meet somebody, and if it's ordained by God and you're called to marry this person, don't waste time, just get in there and do it. And so that's kind of like the emotional roller coaster from friendship and dating, or courtship to engagement to marriage. Ours was a little quick. It was a little quick, but
You could say that.
so it's kind of like we're still dating.
Yeah, we were engaged for a day. That's
I'm
kind
winning.
of how that worked out. But yeah, all in all, it's a growing process, and it's a beautiful process to be able to go through, and we just want to share our experience with the world, hoping that through our transparency, and just keeping it real down to the dirty, somebody else might receive a little bit of hope and know that it's possible, or realize that they ain't the only ones who may be struggling like that, or they aren't the only ones who went through something like that, and that there's victory on the other side of it.
I wouldn't necessarily advise being engaged for a day, though. It's kind of hard to plan a wedding in a day.
Well, we had our actual ceremony. You feel me? Like 4 months later.
Yeah, yeah, that's
But
true.
you know what I mean. I went through a program. Called Teen Challenge, and my director, who was also a pastor, we were members at the church they attended, and so he just I hit him up, and I was like, hey, this is the situation. I've been talking to this young lady. I proposed to her, and the way our situation's going right now,
We got
like
a free venue.
I
So
mean,
that worked out.
she needs to come stay with me.
Yep.
Or she been staying with me, and we don't want to really live outside of what we know that God's called us to do, and so
Yeah.
you know what I mean. As soon as I got up the money to get the ring, we got the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Same day, propose.
Same day. Well, the ring came in a couple of days before. You see, had to go. I spoke to her dad the same day. Her aunt and everybody, her uncle the same day. Proposed to her that night.
On your birthday.
On my birthday. Best birthday present ever. We went down to Austin the day after that, ministry. And then we came back and got married on that Sunday. So, yeah. She's not the only one winning here. You feel me? Really.
Cheesy.
Do what you do. We met and got married in Texas. And she moved in to a 2-bedroom apartment that had been signed over to me by an acquaintance of mine.
Mm-hmm.
That's heavy. So
Okay.
Yeah, that was just I'm just thinking about that. Yeah. But yeah, you know what I mean. So to say the least, when she first moved in, she considered it a trap house. You feel me? Had a real trap house feel to it.
No pictures on the wall,
No
no
pictures.
rugs, no vases,
Really, just
no
a
bathroom
studio.
rugs.
That's all it was, a studio and a place where I laid my head down at night. You know, and so I gave her free reign. It's like, look, you coming in? Here you go, Miss Interior Designer. Do your thing. And what happened?
I mean, then we got married. What? I don't know.
I'm talking about the house. How'd you put the house together?
What? It was livable. It looked like a
Livable.
female.
Like, it wasn't livable before I got there. It was
wasn't.
fine.
It was not fine.
It was.
I used to be scared to go to the bathroom because I didn't know if something was going to crawl out from somewhere.
The bathroom was never that dirty. It may have felt that way, but it wasn't.
All right. I have a slight case of OCD, so a few chin hairs on the sink, a little toothpaste splatter in the sink.
It's like a bloodbath in there. Somebody got
It was
murdered
like a crime scene.
twice.
But
Yeah,
it wasn't good, though.
it wasn't. You feel me? I'm bachelor. I'm a single man. Got a 2-bedroom apartment and a studio. So you feel me? So
People started loving to come into the house.
people still love to come to the house before that. But you know, out there, you know what I mean. We kind of had we had a cool little setup. You know, when she came in, you know, we added some rugs and some pictures, and it was just a place where people felt safe to come and, you know what I mean, release. You know what I mean. We really started our ministry there. You feel me? With the few people who we were blessed to come and record with us, or just come kick it. You know what I mean. We had a real come kick it family type environment. You know. And so the lease was about to end, and we was kind of praying about what we're gonna do, because given our situation, like, only thing we could have did was really renew the lease there. There was no getting into a house or, you know what I mean, getting into a new apartment complex either. So it was either renew the lease there or make something happen. You feel me? And say my dad and them was like, you know, if y'all wanted to come to Georgia, you know, y'all can transition and be in this basement for a little while, not to worry about rent or anything like that, until y'all can get on y'all feet, give y'all opportunity, you know, to get some money, you know what I'm saying, get to know each other a little bit better, and then send y'all out.
Yeah.
And so we was like, hey, thank you, God, that's right on time.
Yes.
Bailed out on November's lease, and the rest is history. Came down to Atlanta.
You put that out there. All right, well.
Hey, that's real life. You feel me? What am I gonna pay y'all for when I'm leaving in a day? I'm not gonna do it. You know what I mean? We'll handle y'all later. I'm sorry. It is what it is, though. It is what it is.
True.
Forgive us, Glen Rose Park Apartments, if y'all feel any kind of way.
Do first and ask for forgiveness later.
You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
So then we get here to Atlanta,
We're
and
really dogs.
you know what I mean, the vision that we had, you know what I mean, for putting this basement together is not really quite what we thought of what we were going to do, you know, and it's a little different, you know what I'm saying, being married and back in my mom and them's house, you feel me?
Kind of in a space where there's no privacy. It can be a little trying at times.
You know, but I guess the best thing about it is just a reminder that it's temporary, you know what I'm saying, and that while we're here right now, we really gotta get on this grind, you know what I'm saying, and take advantage of it. Because it'd be a shame if we came out good, but we could have came out better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so, on all fronts, you feel me? We're just going to take advantage of what's been given to us.
And being here is a little bit different because there in Texas, there's always so many people in the studio. At all times, somebody was at the house. Whether it was for mentoring purposes or just discipleship or for music, the house was always busy. You know, people come over there just to eat. I mean, so here, there we never really got a chance to have some sit-down one-on-one, get to know each other time. And here, we have that because we don't have the clientele, excuse me, we don't have the clientele here that we had there yet. And so we're kind of forced to get to know each other.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we have free reign to go all over the house, but we just kind of stay in our little area here, and it's been good for us. You know, that's why it feels like we're dating again. It's getting to know.
Yeah. Because, you know, even though I'm originally from Atlanta, you know what I mean, being back there, there's less than a handful of people I'd even have come to my mom's house. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm really not trying to just jump back out. You know what I'm saying? Because I recognize, you know what I mean, what this time can really be utilized for, and so we just want to take advantage of it. That's really about it. All right, the giant known as social media and its effect on the worlds today and where we're trying to find our place. Because more so before anything, you know what I mean, even in the company name, you know what I mean, we're ministry minded media, and so in all aspects, you know what I mean, from the simple things to just a regular post or actually coming and like spilling our hearts out. You feel me? It's all ministry. You feel me? And so more so than anything, you know what I mean, through our platforms, we just want to be known as people, you know what I'm saying, who love God, you know what I mean, and are always you can always come to our whatever it may be, our YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or something, and find something positive, encouraging, and something that you can have your kids around, your family around, and it really wouldn't matter. And
Yeah, just a safe environment and showing people that you can be transparent. And I mean, it's okay to be transparent as long as you're using it to, I guess, to promote growth. Because some people use social media as just a way to vent and be angry and what's the word I'm looking for? I guess create debate.
stir up controversy.
Just controversy, all negative. There's too much negative in the world. So we've gone on live and we've gone on videos and we've talked about, hey, we're in the middle of an argument right now. Help us settle it.
Pretty
I mean,
much.
and it's just a way for us to, it's holding ourselves accountable. And kind of putting ourselves out there and saying, hey, like, we're real people. We're going through something right now. Somebody call us and check on us, and but for the most part, I mean, we just like to entertain people, just by being us, really. And
Yeah, and I think that's
we
why
don't even try.
I think that's why people really connect with us too. Like just the response we get's kind of almost
Crazy.
overwhelming at times. But it's like, I mean, like what you see is what you get. You know what I'm saying? And
How we are on videos and on social media is how we are in real life. Like, we do not fake the funk at all.
and we're living in a day now where it's like double, triple lives are really more and more common. It's like, man, you see all this on somebody's post and on the social media, and then you see them in person or you have a conversation with them, and it's like,
It doesn't match up.
what's going on here? You know what I mean? The good, the bad, the ugly. Like, as we like to say, you know what I'm saying? Like, you going to hear it from us first. Is there's anything bad that can be put out about us? Like, say, we going to let you know. Like, man, we just, whatever the situation may be. You know what I mean? And people can dig that. You feel me? Just the openness,
Being real. Being real, because being real is it's so rare right now. Like, I mean, it used to be a thing. People used to be real and you used to be able to take people's word, and, like, everything was just different. But now people are just so fake, and they got hide behind hashtags and filters. And we actually have a song about it. We have a song about social media and the effects that it has on people. But we try to use it, as a positive tool for business, personal. Just sometimes we just want to get on and we just like to interact with people. If we miss a day or if we miss a time, like if it goes too long without us doing some kind of something on social media, people hit us up and they're like,
it's crazy.
Like, where you guys at? Y'all good? Like, I need my entertainment. I need my word for the day. So it's a lot of responsibility at the same time.
Yeah. And then, it's also, I mean, as far as the business side of things go for us, it's one of
Necessary.
it's a necessary evil and one of my best marketing tools. Like every day, when you want to vibe with me in the studio, like, hey, click on the live. It's like you right there with me. We just kicking it, working on beats. More times than not, like I'll have something sold before I'm even done. You know what I mean, making the beat live. And
that's because you interact with people too.
Yeah.
You interact and you're approachable. You're not just setting the camera there and like not paying attention and greeting people. That's good.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, we're relational people.
Yes.
You know what I mean? More so in the physical, in person, where we can reach out and touch. But even in social media,
take it how we can get it.
You know what I mean? It's really the actual what's the word I'm looking for? Like, relationships are really just they're changing, or I'm not getting it out right. You know what I'm trying to say? Help me out here.
Yeah, but I'm not sure what you're trying to say, but I'm pretty sure I do. But we've come across a lot of, we've been contacted by people in like other states that we've never met, never even heard of before, that say, I'm really encouraged by you guys. I watch you guys all the time, and like, I feel like I know you guys, and then they start messaging us privately and telling us things about their lives, just asking for advice and things like that. And actually, we've got it to where people are being just more transparent and open as well with themselves, and not putting it in a private message and saying, hey, this is something I'm struggling with. Can, somebody help me with some advice on this? And we just create a place of no judgment. We create a place of, just a safe place to, be real.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. Like, if we ain't being real, like, how can we get help? You know what I'm saying? How can we really get to know ourselves if every time we go out, we got to put a mask on? You know what I'm saying? You should surround yourself with people and be places where you're free to
take
do
your mask
you.
off.
You feel me? And if you ain't free to do you, then I'd wager to say you probably not in the right place. You know what I'm saying? And we just want to provide a place where people feel safe to be them.
Yeah. And we'd like you to buy the beats. Unless you're mindthemedia.net.
Hashtag bow.
Hashtag.
Just like that. But yeah, so then as far as like, actual music, you know what I'm saying, and the songs and stuff that we put out, I go by MOG, which is Minister of Grace, and I believe I received that name, you feel me, from the Holy Spirit, you know what I'm saying, because and anytime you see me, you know what I mean, anytime that I talk or we have a conversation, like, first off, like, I'm a minister, and I'm a minister of what? Of God's grace, because I'm a product of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's only grace that I'm even able to be in front of this camera right now speaking, you feel me? So every time you see me, like, I'm ministering God's grace, you feel me? Through my speech, through my actions, through my now marriage, through everything that I do, I just want to minister God's grace. And, our music embodies that same concept.
Well, my name is not quite as deep. Dang, you make me feel bad. I
Nah,
just
it's
go
all
by
good.
Mellow Renee.
I mean, look, but that's her actual name. Like, you have a name like Matt or something, like, you gotta...
You could be a rapper named Matt.
I could, but hers just comes off the tongue. Like, who is you?
Mellow Renee.
Wow, just like that. You feel me? It was like it was meant to happen.
But see, when I started out back in 2008. Went through a journey with that. I was offered deals by a major label, turned that down. I decided that I wanted to do gospel music, and keep it there. And so I ended up getting my own studio equipment. It wasn't anywhere near as elaborate as my husband's equipment, but it was good for me, and it kept me out of very dangerous situations. It kept me out of men's studios. Men you can't trust. It's hard to be a female artist. It's hard to be a female rap artist because they already put you in a category, and it went the same way every time. So to keep myself safe, keep myself protected, and keep myself on my path, I got my own recording equipment. And if I wanted to work with anybody, collaboration-wise, I would just email them my tracks. And so when we met, he heard my music, and he was like, it's cool, but, like, you need to, you'd be better in my studio because you have, like, I have professional equipment. I hear your potential. I think your equipment is not doing you any justice. And I was like, nah, bro, I'm good. Like... I didn't want to do it. I just thought he was trying to come at me. Clearly he was. But I'm just saying.
That was later. I told her that I was trying to come for her. But
did.
The music was separate. I was like, look, all that to the side, like, let's get you sounding like how you could sound. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that I'm all that, but I do know a few things.
But it was hard, like coming to your studio, even though we had talked for 7 months, we had already kind of gotten to know each other, but it was like, it's like embarrassing. You come into your studio, you're like a professional, and you have like real equipment, you know what I mean, like, and so it's like, it's embarrassing, like, I don't know,
embarrassing.
So like, in the beginning I had a hard time recording with you, and I'd be like, I didn't want you to look at me, don't look at my lyrics, don't watch me while I record, go away, leave the room anyway. I'm just saying, like, it was very weird.
Yeah, it was.
Now I just be like, leave the room, because leave the room, bro. Like,
right.
I'm just saying. But like, even now we have trouble, we bump heads while we're recording sometimes. Mm-hmm. He tries to make me do ad-libs, and I hate ad-libs because I feel like ad-libs...
She hates them.
I hate them.
She kicks and screams every time, and she has $1 million ad-lib take the first
No,
time.
all I'd be like is like, yeah. And then I laugh.
It's crazy.
I don't know. It's the weirdest.
It's the laugh. The laugh is really what it is. That's her ad-lib.
It comes out because it's actually a nervous laugh. We should talk about this. This is a therapy session right now.
Yeah.
It's actually a nervous laugh, actually.
Well.
But yeah, it's hard. It's hard coming together and doing something new with somebody, and I guess allowing somebody else to tell you when somebody else knows more than you. It's hard to like take that. It's a pride thing. You know more than me in there, but I don't want you to know more than me. Truthfully, in anything,
Right.
because I'm me.
Oh. See, we're about to head all the way into a whole nother department right
kidding.
now. Nah, we good though.
No, but it's hard because like you tell me like, no, I need you to do this, and I'm like, no, I hear this, and I know that you can just push buttons. That's my
Right.
saying. It's
But
my
the
phrase.
thing is,
Push a
like,
button and make
but
it sound like whatever.
it's my job to push you as an artist. I'm not-
AKA make me hit a note that I really can't even hit. That also, by the way, might not even be a real note.
there's always real notes,
It's not a real note.
but it's
You
like
be having me all up here like I'm Mariah.
I wouldn't be doing you justice by giving you the easy route. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like I'm
But
here.
see, and I appreciate that, and I understand that now. It's taken
Excuse me.
almost a year of marriage for me to realize that. But like, I appreciate it. You push me.
Right. And that's why, you know what I mean, now like we're getting to the point where, man,
We record very quickly.
you know what I'm saying?
We work well together. We actually, the way that we write, we especially use our writing as therapy sessions. That's why we are naming this album Therapy Sessions, because
Yeah.
when we're in an argument or even just in a thing that it's got us feeling a little off, we go into the booth and we make a song. And we make fire when we do that, because, so it just happens. But for a while there, we stopped doing that. It got to the point where if we're mad, we ain't gonna work together. We ain't gonna talk. But then we got back to it. And so now what we do is he'll throw on a beat. We'll be in the middle of whatever our argument is, whatever our riff is that we're having right now. He'll pull out his pad, I'll pull out my pad, and we end up writing. We go record. We don't share the lyrics with each other at all. We just get in the booth and record it, and it always matches up. It's
We're
always
not mad every time that we write neither.
No, we're not. Oh, my bad. My bad.
I don't want it to sound
sounded
like that or nothing.
I'm talking like when we're having a disagreement,
Yeah.
Bumping heads about anything.
We do writing more times than
We do.
disagreeing
We bump heads
times.
in those times too.
We sure do.
It's just keeping it all the way true.
I mean, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Okay, so this album, Therapy Sessions, is for anybody who's in whatever stage of life that you're in, whether you're a teenager, whether you're an adult, whether you're single, whether you're engaged, whether you're married, whether you're divorced, doesn't matter how many times. This album will help you along the journey of, from singlehood to being married, and the ups and downs that come with it, because it's a very transparent album. It's not the fluffy, feel-good marriage stuff. There's some of that on there, but
We cover it all.
But real life is real life. So
Yeah. So, if you want to keep up with us, and figure out when we're actually going to release the project, where you can find the project, or just want to, keep up with us, the website is www.ministrymindedmedia.net.
and you can find links to all of our
Yeah, you can find links to all of our social media there. So, yeah. God
Stay
bless.
tuned. #intertwine.
All the time.
Day.
And she fine.
Oh, and he's mine.
Oh, that was my line. Hey! And that's why we rhyme.
You're silly.
Cut it.
You need to cut it.
You need to cut it.